Hey everybody, my name's Chris Lambert. On this channel, we talk Kanye West, and today we're going to be talking a class that is talking about Kanye West. You see here this post from a Rockefeller at the Narcissist, who is actually Narcy, a rapper, real name Yassin Alsalman, and he had this post, "Cat's out the bag, I'm teaching Canada's first Kanye class at Concordia University this fall." So in the entirety of Canada, this will be the first university class dedicated to Kanye West. And we actually have a message from Yassin himself. So we're gonna, sit back and listen to the professor give us an overview of what the class is about. So,
Yo, peace watching the throne, the one and only Kanye podcast that matters. Thank you guys for sharing your space with me. When I started teaching at Concordia University in Montreal, it was 2013. The class was really small, but I felt this responsibility. If I was to represent hip-hop within an institution, I had to grow it like hip-hop flowered me as an individual, right? So I started off teaching a singular class, and then I split it into, it's bigger than hip-hop and beats, rhymes, and life. And one class became about, driven by a specific album a semester. So we did Black Star's first album. We did Beats, Rhymes, and Life.
Yo, if you haven't listened to Black Star's first album, it is one of my favorite albums of all time. Listen to it as soon as you can. It's fantastic.
By A Tribe Called Quest. We did Dead President's album. We did Lauryn Hill. So as I went through the semester, I started building the class up to 200 students, and we ended up in the auditorium at the university. Nice. And then the pandemic hit. I was 8 years into it or 7 years into it. And when things moved in on Zoom, class became a therapeutic session for students to deal with what they were going through in this unprecedented time, using hip hop as a vehicle for expression, right? So when I found out that we're going back to school, gulp, I wanted to bring something exciting to the students that would want them to come back to the university, but also something that I'm excited about. So pre-Donda, pre-STEM player, I started talking to Eldad at my department about building a Kanye class. And we started talking about the concept and what I could do. And we decided to teach Kanye versus Ye, Genius by Design, which is, as much as it is about Kanye, it's about the community around Kanye and what it takes to build something as powerful as Ye. Ye is famous for saying he's the nucleus of the culture, but I really believe that the nucleus of culture in North America is hip-hop culture. It helped people like me as a young Arab during, the 9/11 era to find my voice, but also to interact with some of the greats that influenced me as both a writer, a producer, and then eventually a video director to become Narcy, right? If it wasn't for the community around me and the recognition of that community, I wouldn't be the artist that I am. And it's the same with Ye. Whether we're talking about somebody like Yasiin Bey or Talib Kweli or, Virgil Abloh or Donda or Kudi and Chike or A-Track or Nabil, all these people kind of helped shape Ye for who he is today. And obviously within his own work, he grew it to be this multi-billion-dollar industry that it is now. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to dealing with not only Kanye as this vehicle for these conversations around mental health, fame, responsibility, accountability, problematic nature, but also incredible creative force and just the ability to express oneself publicly and then actualize it in reality. Not many artists have done that like Kanye has. So I look forward to sharing that space with people, inviting guests into the space, and continuing the legacy of hip-hop at Concordia University here in Montreal, which is my city that birthed me as an artist and as a professor. I'll give you a second quote as well. I think the importance of this class being taught, I have an auditorium, so it's really like a cinema. So I'm going to be bumping these Ye records super loud. We're going to watch the documentaries. We're going to watch some live footage, have some interviews with people, hopefully in person, but through Zoom, and share it. It's going to be an open class format. We've had people visit my class before, like Chance the Rapper, Vic Mensa, K Tronada, Havoc, Just Blaze. We've had countless people come to our class, and I think hopefully the eventual goal is to get Ye to come to Montreal and visit the students and talk to them. I think
That'd be awesome.
they would benefit from demystifying and humanizing something that they've been consuming for so long. And I think it's important to say that, we consume artists that we listen to. We take from them more than we give to them. So I wanted to create this platform at Concordia to give back to Ye's legacy in a way and stamp it in a university setting, but also to give back to the community that's around Ye, that's crucially important for the continuation of hip hop. And hip hop taught me, you don't know where you're from, you don't know where you're at, and you got to give back to the community. So that's it.
Yo, shout out to Narcy for sending that our way. And yeah, I think what he was saying about the community aspect is such a huge thing, because as we saw in the Donda documentary, right? So many people were involved behind the scenes. Like, it's Ye's central to everything, right? It's his drive, it's his focus, it's his concepts and ideas and lyrics and production and everything. Like, he's at the core of it all. But he still can't do everything himself, right? He needs people to open doors for him, to assist along the way. That was kind of the foundation of the whole How Sway argument, right? When he was talking to Sway, and he's like, I need a company to back me and work with me. And Sway's just like, do it yourself. Like, do it yourself. You can do it yourself. You're like Kanye, you have money, like, do it yourself. And that's like, how? Like, how, Sway? How? And Ye understood that this isn't something that gets done just by you being great. Like, you need to be great, but you also need to be working with other people, to be listening. And just flash back, if you're kind of a longer term Kanye fan, to how many people we've seen working with Ye over time in different mediums. Like, Narcy was shouting out Virgil Abloh as somebody, right? But we also know Steve Smith, right? The shoe designer that's like the father of father sneakers or old man sneakers or whatever it is. Like, he has been really important to Yeezy. And it's like Ye designing Yeezy stuff. It's his, like, he's at the core of it again, but he has a team of great people around him and is often working with some of the legends, whether it's in fashion or shoes or music or stage design or when he's making a movie, right? He's teaming up with people. It's not just him with little grunts around him, right? He's collaborative and collaborating. So the idea of trying to give a shout out to the community around Ye and recognition to the people that have been like part of this, and just having that awareness that it's the sun in the middle of the solar system, right? But the planets are important as well. Like, if you have a sun without planets, you don't have a solar system. So that's really exciting. And you can see down here a little bit more of the formal class description. If we click on that, dissects Ye's art, design, music, celebrity life, and cultural impacts in the age of information. Unquestionably a problematic figure, Kanye West is also a maven of all the creative industries he has touched. By using Kanye's albums as cultural, artistic, and personal lenses, this class studies the evolution of his genius and explores the concept of cognitive dissonance. The unique, complex, and controversial natures and context of Ye's body of work and impacts. A limited number of places are open to fine arts students. In a BFA degree, this course can only apply as a free elective, so keep that in mind if you are enrolled at Concordia University and watching this. That last part was just for you. But this is exciting. And Narcy here, you can see a little bit of the backstory. An Iraqi-Canadian rapper, author, university instructor, and actor. His parents were originally from Basra, Iraq, but immigrated to the United Arab Emirates in the 1970s. Born in Dubai in 1982, he moved to Montreal, Quebec at the age of 5 and spent his youth moving back and forth between Canada and the UAE, spending his high school years receiving an education in Dubai. So in 2000, Yassin moved back to Montreal and started working on his music production. He talked about 9/11 and the impact of that and how important hip hop was to him. It's 2000 that he's moving back to that Northeast area and witnessing all of that and the fallout of it. And it just seems music was a huge part of how he was kind of viewing things, reflecting on things, and moving forward with his life. And you can see he wrote a book. This was kind of cool. In October 2020, Narcy released his first multi-genre collection titled Text Messages, or How I Found Myself Time Traveling, published by Haymarket Books. It's been called an ambitious and bold time capsule capturing the insane times we are living through by Hassan Minhaj, and a necessary read by Talib Kweli. So a little bit of celebrity shout-outs. And like music-wise, he's been on stage with Black Star, like Kweli and Yassin Bey. Just finding out more about Narcy has been cool ever since he reached out to us and let us know about this class. Civ 5, if you're a fan of the Civilization series, he was the voice of King Darius, you know? So this is the man, like really like a jack of all trades kind of thing, like music, acting, academia, literature. It's teaching a class, and you kind of have like a polymath who probably has some insight to Ye being a polymath, right? So I'm looking forward to this and more of getting some more information from Professor Narcy, you know, when classes start up this fall. So this is fall 2022. So we're still some months away from actually getting to this class, but it seems like it'll be a pretty cool thing to kind of follow along with, make some videos about, maybe have a conversation with the professor at some point on the podcast. So we'll see, but a cool thing. And if you're, you know, at Concordia University, which Concordia University, I looked it up and you can see here, founded in 1974, 51,000 students, which is so insane to me because my college, Case Western Reserve University, had 4,000 undergrad students, and I think it was something like 10,000 grad school. So it was like small, like very, very small. Like a school that has 51,000 students is just kind of insane to me, and a very cool crest. So that's it for this video, but this is at least the second Kanye class I'm aware of. We had talked years ago about the the course at Washington University in St. Louis, which was taught for a few years. I think there might have been one more. There's something in my head that's like there was one more, but I can't remember what it was. But this is definitely Canada's first, so that's very cool. But that's it for this video. Until next time, stay wavy and keep it loopy. Cheers.